Hey everyone, it's Kevin T. Robertson, CEO of SpeakerFocus.com. I got a quick video I want to drop today, and I have a message I want to share with you. I looked at a interview with Jay Leno was talking about the things that keep comedians from the stage, and one of them was alcohol, another one was drugs, another one was just excessive, partying, things of that nature, shooting drugs, snorting drugs. Overeating, overindulging yourself in anything obviously is not good. And these things are bad relationships, poor management, not being good with your money. He says all of these things keep a comedian from it separates you from the stage. Well, it's no different when you are a professional speaker. How many things do you have, whether or not it's excessive alcohol? I'm at the gas station right now, and it's a liquor store here. And it inspired me to drop this video because I talk to 25 to 35 speakers a day. And as I'm talking to speakers, there are so many things that's keeping them from developing a speaker business. A lot of times these people are in a bad state of mind and they're depressed. They have extra anxiety caused by the pandemic. Well, a lot of times it's excessive use of alcohol, drug abuse, whether or not it's illegal drugs or prescription medication. We are really overindulging ourselves, and that really breaks down your goals. It really impairs your ability to make an accurate decision, and you don't really have a clear sight at the dream that you're going after to really attack your speaking goals with force. There's so many things that I've seen over the years that really just disrupts your mindset. And so think about the analogy that I used with Jay Leno at the beginning of the video. If you can find that video on YouTube, I suggest you watch it. He says there's so many things that keep comedians from the stage. Well, if you're a professional speaker and you're watching this, or if you're a coach or consultant or service provider, think about how many things that is between you and getting on stage to speak. Think about the infrastructure to your speaker business. Think about the marketing things that you don't understand that is keeping you from the stage. See, watch this. There's so many people that just want to jump on stage and grab the microphone and start speaking. But there are so many of you that don't understand marketing. You don't understand lead generation. You don't understand automation. You're very afraid of technology. The fear of so many things is keeping you from getting on that stage. Think about it. How many of you have to have a glass of wine just to go to sleep at night? How many people of you have to have some prescription meds just to go to sleep? How many of you are suffering from a thing I've been stricken with for the last 10 or 15 years? Overeating and gaining weight. How many of you are suffering with some type of disease that is controllable, like high blood pressure, diabetes, many other things that are really suffering, or causing us to suffer and really keeping us from the stage? How many of you are stuck at a job that you really, really don't like? How many of you are participating in non-revenue generating activity? You're just stuck. How many of you are stuck in a position that you just don't want to be in anymore, but yet you have no exit strategy? I can't tell you how many times that I ask people this question. I ask them, what is your exit strategy? When they tell me that they don't want to take coaching or they can't afford coaching, what I tell them is, so you want to get on stage and speak. What is your plan? Many of them just simply cannot tell me what their plan is, but yet you have a plan to keep going to the liquor store and buying alcohol. You have a plan. You have a plan to keep overeating or spending money on things that are not allowing you to invest in a coaching program to teach you what it is that you're supposed to know so that you can get on stage. See, we all have the concept in our mind that I want to get on stage. Every time you see a stage and a microphone, you feel like you're at home. Excuse me. But the fact of the matter is that the more you don't know, that is putting more separation between you and actually getting a tour date, booking a date to speak on your calendar, and you actually getting on stage to provide service so somebody can walk out of there better than when they came. These are the kind of things that are staggering to me that many of you do not want to recognize and you don't want to pay attention to. A lot of you are just simply delusional. Again, I talk to 25 to 35 speakers a day, and there's so many of them that have no idea what they want to talk about. When asked the question, if I hire you to speak, what is the one thing from your messaging that me and my audience are going to walk away with that's going to have the biggest impact on our lives? Most speakers have difficulty answering that question, and it is so sad. It's so sad that the number of skills that you're going to need in the new media digital marketing era, number one is copywriting skills, website development, content creation, video editing, understanding artificial intelligence and voice recognition. These are mainstay things that you are going to need in order to stay and remain competitive. Yet there are so many of you that just simply don't understand how to make that happen. And that is creating separation, more separation between you and you getting on stage. And I don't understand why you are not more serious about developing the level of skill set that you need, excuse me, in order to get on stage, to start speaking. But first, it takes you to build the proper messaging, have the right kind of sales tools, make sure your speaker business is set up the right way first, and then also making sure that you are posting the right things on social media, you remove the fear from technology, and you really understand sales funnel management. And then you have a system to follow of predictability and consistency. And until that happens, let me tell you something, you are going to keep letting vices like alcohol, drug abuse, relationship abuse, anxiety, your mental state of mind is going to keep suffering. You're going to keep allowing your job to get in the way of your dream. You're going to keep letting people talk you out of whatever it is that you need to do of getting on stage and being the speaker that you want to become. It is not going to happen unless you start controlling your vices and stop letting things get between you and the date with your destiny. So I would respectfully request that you get involved in some higher level coaching. Do whatever it takes to come up with the investment capital to invest in coaching, because see, professional speaking and the business of professional speaking is not something that you are going to stumble upon and find out by accident. And you could try to Google it all day long. You could try to be, hey, how to become a high fee speaker. Most people Google how to become a motivational speaker, and they end up getting some bullshit videos that come up that don't really tell you anything. If you want to change your life, you need to get in a structured coaching program and do yourself a favor and control your vices. Everything in moderation, but all the things that destroy you and separate you from getting on the stage to speak, a lot of times it's a lack of knowledge. And your lack of knowledge is really preventing you from growing a sustainable speaker business. So what I'd recommend is get the skill set necessary in order to get some copywriting skills, learn how to produce some content, learn how to create signature programs, learn to be good at lead generation. All of these things that I'm talking about, these are the things we teach our students at speakerfocus.com. I will catch you right here the next time with more tips on what you should be doing and the mindset that you should have in order to run a sustainable and successful speaker business, a marketing machine called the Speaker Growth Engine of predictability and consistency. Catch you right here the next time.